Hello and welcome to Peter Scott Cars. Today we have the 70 plate high specification BMW 330e petrol plug-in hybrid. We'll run through some of the high specification as we go around the vehicle. The car has BMW main agent and BMW specialist service history. Starting with the front of the car, get as close as I can so you can see there's no stone chips of any note. That is the case all the way along the front of the vehicle. Front of the car really couldn't be any better. As I get very close to the edge of the bonnet, front of the bumper, the only thing I can see some absolute minute stone chips. Just put my fingernail next to a couple of them just so you can see how insignificant they are. Have to be very close to even notice them at all. Don't detract from the look of the vehicle at all. Have to be, as I've said, very close. Front of the vehicle really couldn't be any better. As I go around the car, I'll get a close up to all the bumper corners to show you they are free from any scuffs or marks. No marks or scuffs to the centre of the bumper, lower down either. Can also be quite common. Again, bumper corner completely free from any marks or scuffs. Just point out, as part of the high specification, car's got the front and rear parking sensors. Also has the rear view camera to assist with parking. As I take a step back and look down the entire driver's side of the vehicle, can't see any parking dents. Car looks fantastic with the bi-colour alloy wheels, privacy glass and the contrast black mirror covers. All four of those alloy wheels really nice, as I'll show you as we go around the car as well. Starting with the driver's front alloy wheel, I'm struggling to see a single mark at all. While I'm low down, just point out there's no marks or damage to the driver's sill. Easy to go over a high curve, mark or damage the driver's sill. Not the case with this BMW 3 Series. Can't see anything negative to point out on the driver's front wing. Moving on to the driver's door. Exactly the same, struggling to see anything detrimental to point out at all. Both of the contrast black mirror covers free from any scuffs or marks. Moving along the driver's door, I really can't see anything to mention. Get a close up underneath the door handle to highlight there's no marks or scratches. Can be common, particularly on the driver's door. Can't spot any chips to the driver's door edge either. Again, can be quite common. Can just spot an absolute, oh, apologies, a little bit of dust. I thought it was a minor stone chip on the driver's door. As you can see, just wiped away, not the case. Onto the rear door. Same as the driver's, I'm struggling to see anything to mention. Again, no marks underneath the handle, all the door edge nice again. Onto this rear panel, exactly the same, struggling to see anything to mention. That alloy wheel identical to the driver's front. Cannot see a single mark at all. Continue into the vehicle from the driver's side. First, I'll just point out there's no scuffs to the driver's step. Sometimes people drag the feet going into the vehicle, mark the paintwork on the step. Not the case with this BMW inside the car. Really couldn't be any better. Just get a close up to the wing and edge of the driver's seat. Absolute minimal wear. As part of the high specification, the front seats are heated. Car's had the genuine overmats fitted, so there's no sign of any wear to the carpets or footwells. Get a close up to the driver's footwell to highlight that. We still do have the genuine overmats with the vehicle. I've already mentioned the car has the rear view camera as part of the high specification, also has the satellite navigation. Just lean in and show you the center console, gear knobs around. Sometimes people jump in, put keys, coffee cups on the center console, end up marking the console, gear knobs around. Not the case with this BMW. Really couldn't be any better inside, really no problems at all. Little bit of wear on the edge of the driver's seat, absolute minimal, and other than that there isn't anything to point out. No problem with the driver's door card. Sometimes people rest their arm on this section, gets a little bit worn. Again, not the case with this BMW. We'll add as well, there's no unwanted odours of the vehicle, no smells of smoke or pets. Taking you into the rear of the car, seats in the rear look like they've hardly been sat in. There's no kick marks or scuffs to the rear of the front seats, can also be common. Again, get a close up to all of the carpets, those genuine mats protected all of them. All the step really nice, can't spot any chips. Common to see a few chips where people have caught the seatbelt, but again, not the case with this 3 Series, no problem with any of the door cards. Just bringing you around to the rear of the vehicle. As I mentioned at the start of the video, all bumper corners free from any scuffs or marks. I can't see any marks to the centre of the bumper either. Easy to park a little bit too close to someone or something, mark the centre of the bumper, but again, not the case with this BMW. Also just want to get very low down so you can see there's no scuffs to the underside. Easy to go over a high curb, scuff the underside, but again, not the case. Onto the tailgate of the car. There isn't anything to mention. Inside the luggage compartment, same as the rest of the interior, really couldn't be any better. They are the genuine mats fitted from new, done the job, protected all the carpets. Just get a close up to the top of the bumper and interior plastics just to show you how nice they are. Sometimes people carelessly load in items, end up scratching the top of the bumper, scuffing the trims. Not the case with this cherished BMW. That is just a little bit of fluff on the carpet. Just wipe that away so you can see it's not a mark to the carpet. Bumper corner again, free from any scuffs. There's no marks to the top of the tailgate either. I've seen vehicles in the past, people, while they're looking for their keys, etc., rest things on the top of the boot, mark it slightly, but again, not the case with this BMW. Just bringing you around to the passenger side of the car, looking down the entire side. I can't see any parking dents. Again, same as the driver's side. That alloy wheel, exactly the same as the other two I've already shown you. Can't see any scuffs or signs of curbing at all. While I'm low down again, just point out the passenger sill, same as the driver's, free from any marks or damage. Onto this rear panel, certainly no scratches or parking dents to mention. I'm struggling to see even the most minor of stone chips, I really am. Little bit of a stone chip there, just on the very edge of the bumper. Have to be, again, very, very close to even notice. Rest of the panel, I can't see anything to point out. Door edge, again, struggling to see any chips underneath the handle. Free from any marks or scratches. Rest of the door, exactly the same. There isn't any intervention. Can just spot a minute stone chip again there, just next to the handle. Again, I just reiterate, the stone chips that I've pointed out do not detract from the look of the vehicle at all. Have to be very, very close to even notice. Do want to take you into the vehicle from both sides, just so I can show you all the edge of the seats, rear of the front seats. Again, free from any kick marks or scuffs, no problem with any of the carpets, thanks to those genuine overmats. As I've already said, seats in the rear really do look like they've hardly been sat in, no problem with the door card. Moving on to the front door, if there's going to be any chips to the door edge or marks underneath the handles, usually on the front doors, but passenger door edge and underneath the handle, same as the driver's, struggling to see anything to mention. I've already said both mirror covers free from any scuffs or marks. Onto the passenger front wing, again, there isn't anything to point out. Final alloy wheel. As I've gone around all four of the alloy wheels, I am struggling to see a single mark at all. It really is an absolutely cherished example. Going around the entire vehicle, inside and out, other than a couple of the most minor of stone chips, I really can't see anything to mention. Finally into the vehicle from the passenger side, passenger step, free from any scuffs. That was just a little bit of dust there, just wipe that away so you can see it wasn't a mark to the paintwork. Passenger seats couldn't be any better, same as the other seats I've already shown you, same with the footwell. Just want to lean across and show you the driver's seat from the passenger angle. You see plenty of cars where you're looking from the driver's side, seat looks fine, and then when you look across from the passenger angle, driver's seat looks really worn and out of shape. Not the case with this 3 Series. Couldn't be better from either angle. And I say that about the entire vehicle, inside and out, really couldn't be any better. Really is a cherished example. BMW main agents and specialist service history stored on the iDrive of the vehicle, so maintained to a high standard and going around the entire vehicle. I say again, an absolutely cherished example. It is worth noting we have all of our vehicles independently inspected by the AA. That is 128 point inspection, which includes a 5-mile road test by an AA engineer just to make sure the vehicle is mechanically correct and correct on the road. You can view the 128-point AA inspection report on our website at peterscottcars.co.uk. We also have finance calculators on our website, so if you are interested in any additional funding to purchase this free series, you can pop to our website, model a finance quote, and apply for finance directly through our site. We guarantee the lowest rate of finance coming direct to ourselves. So if you are thinking of financing the car for an outside finance company or finance broker, please get in touch with ourselves first for the guaranteed lowest rate of finance. We have free finance eligibility checkers on our website, so if you're unsure whether you'll be approved on finance, you can do a free eligibility checker. It tells you straight away your chances of approval and at what rate. Just going around the vehicle final time just to make sure I haven't missed anything. Again, driver's seat couldn't be better. If someone told you that seat had covered 30 to 40,000 miles, you really would believe them. As I was saying, if you're unsure whether you'll be approved on finance, you can go to our website, do a free finance eligibility checker. It tells you straight away your chances of approval and at what rate, but we always do guarantee the lowest rate coming direct to ourselves. If your credit profile isn't the best, if you have poor credit, again, please do get in touch. We deal with a number of specialist lender and broker partners who are always confident of getting an approval. So any financing needs at all, we have very low rate prime finance for good and excellent credit ratings. But as I said, if you have had a few issues in the past, please don't hesitate to get in touch and we'll do our very best to help. I've just been around the vehicle a final time just to make sure I haven't missed anything. And I say again, other than some very, very minor stone chips, I'm struggling to see anything to mention. Really is a cherished example. Thanks very much for taking the time to watch the video. Hopefully you did find it helpful. If you need any further information at all, or you'd like to arrange a viewing or test drive, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Hopefully you found the video helpful.